When you are both real estate investor and serving as your own contractor, there's a delicate path to walk to make sure that you're not exposing yourself to risk that you don't know anything about. We're going to talk about best practices for your insurance program when you are both investor and contractor right after this. Hey folks, I am James Jenkins, Chief Risk Officer of RiskWell. Thanks for watching. This video is part of the Real Estate Investor Insurance Academy. Check it out at REIRisk.com and our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about best practices for when you are both the investor and the contractor. If you're just the investor and you're working with a third-party contractor, there's someone you can always look to hold responsible if something goes totally sideways. Not so much when you are wearing both hats. Let's jump right into the screen share, and I'll be happy to share these slides with you as well if you'd like. We'll have a question slide come up here at the end so you can get with us if you want to have more consultation later on. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Best practices when you are both investor and contractor. When you're both the left hand and the right hand, you really need to make sure that you are keeping your risk very neatly siloed off into separate buckets. That means having a different LLC for your operating company than you do for your holding company. This serves a lot of purposes, and it's a great time for me to remind you that I am not a licensed attorney. I'm not qualified to give legal advice. Please consult your attorney before you do any of these sorts of things. But from a risk management standpoint, you definitely want to make sure your risk is segmented as much as possible. Attorneys love suing people, and if you make it easy for them, they can take all of your stuff. It's not any fun. So make sure we have bank accounts separate. Make sure there's no commingling of assets. Make it as hard as possible for someone to get at you in a legal liability situation. You're going to want to make sure when you are both investor and contractor that you are taking advantage of efficiency, like extending your general liability insurance from your contractor entity to the project that you are the investor for. You don't want to have double insurance. There's no need to pay for premises liability. If you're the contractor, you can simply extend the coverage to the project and name yourself, your holding company, as an additional insured. You're going to want to make sure the property exposure is siloed specifically to your holding company. You don't want to have the builder's risk insurance, for instance, written in the name of the operating company. This is all stuff that your insurance agent or broker should be doing for you without you having to worry about it. But it does help if you understand what the best practices are. So if something is not done correctly, you can probably catch it and then fire your insurance agent who didn't do it correctly and come work with RiskWell, because we get it right every time. You're going to want to make sure there's no duplicate coverage. There's no need paying for something twice. And you're going to want to make sure you tell your agent or broker about all of the trades that you perform with the operating company, with the contractor LLC. Because if you are doing something on a project that is not covered by the general liability insurance from your operating company, then you have no coverage for that on the project. You're going to want to make sure that you have a thorough conversation with your agent or broker to make sure that all of these risk factors can be adequately addressed. So do you have any questions about any of this? I'm sure you probably do. It's typically a complex conversation. I'd love to have a no-cost consultation with you. Our phone number is 469-678-8001. You can email my team at info@riskwell.com. That's it for the content on this video. If you have enjoyed what you're seeing here, please consider subscribing to our channel and like the video and ring that bell for notifications. Again, thank you for watching, and please remember, folks, life is risky. Risk well. We'll see you next time.